Watch out flip. Watch out whip. I'm in the whip. I'm in the wrist. I never switch.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready. 95-56. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And some room to work. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge play there right off the bat. 54 yards on the ground. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. 36, 36.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And complete right side to Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check, 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 check. Check it back, check it back.
Now they run with Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. 6-6, bullet high.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Clearly, every time the Saints put together a game plan, they plan to get Michael Thomas involved early and often. 125 catches in 2018, the most in the NFL. Not bad for a kid in Pop Warner football that only played the minimum number of plays every game.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The punt team on now. As from their end zone, they get it away. Here's Ginn. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. 3.5 to go, first quarter.
Kill. Watch the twist.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Watch twist. Check your hot read.
They'll run with Mixon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Now, this is just the 5th all-time meeting between the Texans and Saints here taking place in Week 1. And they have split the previous 4 meetings. Of course, the Texans entering the league in 2002. But you would think that these two teams would have met more because the cities are only separated by 350 miles, I-10 connecting them. In fact, for New Orleans, Houston is the closest NFL city of any in the league. So it's kind of interesting that this is only the 5th time that they have met. The last time they got together, November of 2015, the Texans winning that one 24-6. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was P.J. Williams that time on the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Check, 59. Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Watson. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
First down, Texans.
Defense wins champions. Alert. 59 mark. Check.
Watson on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Geno Atkins, his 2nd sack of the night. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Watson. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Buying time to his left. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Showing up.
They'll run here with Mixon. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
41's coming. 41's a mic. Kill. Hey, orbit. 49. Check 49.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he finds Cook. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's good for 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Mixon. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago, Zach Cunningham.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Check 26, check 26.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Yellow lady, yellow lady.
They run with Murray. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Go. I'm going back to you. Here we go. Mike. Pick me up.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. Traquan Smith, 30 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now it's Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Now it's Ginn. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
We got to get the ball. Get the ball. Easy, opposite.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And Josh Hill has it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down. Under Recon, 132 fighter.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Easy.
Now Mixon. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. On 1st down, Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On the toss, here's Johnson. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Watson on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This one from 46 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. So we're at halftime in the first of 2 here on this opening Monday night of 2019. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. They're going for it. It's Watson out to his left. He can. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And some room to maneuver. And they're not able to convert on fourth down. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady. Check nine, check. Kill.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And a forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Saints. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Texans take over first and 10. Let's go. Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screenplay. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense.
That's caught at the 25. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. To throw is Watson. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Watson now to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Here's Watson. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Looking here for Smith downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw, Watson going up top. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. He was looking that time for Stills.
Ready. 95-56. I got one. Check 1.
On first down, Mixon down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
A first carry now for Kofani Muhammad. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Breeze to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Geno Atkins bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Fielded at about the 28. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd down now, Muhammad. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 58 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On the carry, it's Muhammad. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey, easy.
They go again with Muhammad, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Check. Hey, kill.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
At the 12-yard line.
After the interception, here's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Trey Hendrickson in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part, because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Watch the slat. Hey, easy. Slat. 41 Mike. Let it catch.
Breeze now to throw. Able to shake him off. And he coughs up the football. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Watson. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's get this ball back for the
Throwing again is Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Steps away. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. Geno Atkins. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Mike. Ready. Yellow waiting. Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Watch it.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Joe Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Saints, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.